I've got 3 meetings to tell you about. 2 fundraisers. One has a very important date you need to know. Federation Focus is on for the week of March 9th, 2026. Hey there, PA Federationists. My name is David Goldstein. I am your first Vice President. Thank you very much for joining me for this episode of Federation Focus, and welcome inside to a purpley Studio B. Let's get right to the meetings. Starting on Tuesday night, that is the 10th of March, 7 p.m., it's the DeafBlind Division meeting. Reach out to President Chris Westbrook if you have any questions. The links are down below in the description. There's the One-Tap mobile link and there is a Zoom link. And I really would suggest, if you don't have the Zoom app on your phone, to download it, because it is very easy to get right into those meetings when you have the app on your phone. So download it. Saturday, there are 2 meetings. Keystone Chapter at 10:15 a.m. at the Penn Museum, a great place to meet, and we are very appreciative of the Penn Museum for allowing us to meet there every month. Again, that's the 14th at 10:15 a.m. Penn Museum. There is a hybrid model. I would suggest you show up at the meeting. I will be bringing donuts, or leave the comments down below. Since it's the 14th of March, do I bring pie? Let me know. I'm not going to bring pie where we're doing slices. It'll be little pies, or maybe tasty cake pies. Let me know what you think down below. If you're going to be at the Penn Museum on Saturday, let me know what you would prefer, donuts or pies. Let me know. Also, on Saturday, March 14th, it is the Greater Lehigh Valley Chapter meeting. Good in the neighborhood at Applebee's. The address is down below. There is also a conference call component. That's at 1 p.m., March 14th, Greater Lehigh Valley. Reach out to President Kirk Hunger if you've got any questions about the meeting, or maybe what's on the menu. Now, I talked about 2 fundraisers, and I've been talking about these for a little bit now. The first one is the raffle, and it is time to get your raffle money and filled out tickets to Jim Antonacci or your chapter or division president or treasurer. If you've got tickets that you've sold, get them in with your money to your chapter or division president or treasurer, or get them right to Jim Antonacci. They have got to be to Jim before the end of the month, because if one of those numbers comes out and he doesn't have that stub, that person who bought that ticket is not going to get paid. So again, you've got till the end of March to get your ticket to Jim, your filled out tickets. Now, what am I talking about with the raffle? Here's how it works. A ticket is $5. You have 30 chances to win from April 1st to April 30th. If your number comes up, 789, let's say. Did I fool you? Did you think I was going to say 1, 2, 3? 789 is your ticket number, and that comes up, 789, any evening from the Pennsylvania Lottery, just before 7 p.m., if that number comes up, you win. $50 Sunday through Friday, $100 on Saturday. Very cool. You don't have to do anything else. Our treasurer, Jason Polanski, will get you a check within a few weeks of the end of the month. So sometime in May, you will get a check from Treasurer Jason Polanski. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, your chapter or division president, or you can reach Jim Antonacci. Get those tickets in. Let's see if we can sell them all. The other fundraiser is a very cool fundraiser. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's happening April 11th from 4 to 10 p.m. at the DoubleTree by Hilton at the Philadelphia Airport. It is the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants Spring Fling Blind Vendor Showcase. Check out the website, pablindmerchants.org/fling, for all the links. Whether you want to attend, it's $60 for admittance. You get fed, you get music, you get 2 raffle tickets, and you get a chance to bid on auction items with our favorite auctioneer, Denise Brown. If you are bringing a child 12 or under, they get in for $30. And I know some kids who could eat more than the adults, so that might be a bargain for the kids. The links are all, again, at pablindmerchants.org/fling. Now, there's a couple of other things that you may want to register for. If you are a vendor or merchant and would love to have a table at the Spring Fling Blind Vendor Showcase, there's a link there too. It's $100. That gets you a table and it gets you in the door. So that also gets you fed and the music and the 2 raffle tickets and so forth. You get a table. There is a limited number of tables available. So if you have a product or service you want to get in front of a bunch of blind folks and their supporters, get there to the exhibitor section of the website and register as an exhibitor. Again, $100 gets you in the door, gets you a table, and it gets you food. There is an open bar. Did I mention the open bar? Again, the open bar is going to be before the auction, just so you bid more. Raffles, all sorts of great fun. Let's say you're busy that night and you don't want to have a table because you're not a blind vendor, but you would love to help out because you do have a business and you would love to support the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants. There is a link there for that as well. There are a bunch of levels of support that you can give to the Pennsylvania Association of Blind Merchants to become a sponsor, from $50 on up. So take a look, pablindmerchants.org/fling. Now, here is the very important date. If you are coming in from out of town and need a hotel room, you've got to make your reservation by Wednesday night at 11:59. Wednesday, March 11th at 11:59, the room block goes away. Well, actually, it goes away at 12. So 11:59 Wednesday, if you don't have that room reservation in to get on the block, you're off the block. And you'll pay whatever the going rate is for the DoubleTree by Hilton at Philadelphia Airport. Rooms are $149 for a single bed, $159 for 2 beds. Again, $149 or $159. That is a great price for a hotel in Philadelphia. So again, don't wait. Get your hotel reservations made if you're coming in from out of town or you're going to do a little staycation and get away from your house overnight. All the links are at pablindmerchants.org/fling. Don't forget that March 11th deadline for the room. Now, there's a couple of other fundraisers that are coming up in April that I'll tell you more about in a couple of weeks. The Greater Philadelphia Chapter is doing a double good fundraiser the first week of April. I will have all the links in the next couple of episodes, just so you don't forget. And you want to help them and support them. And if you're not interested in the popcorn, you can always just send them a donation. And I would send it directly to their treasurer as opposed to going through Double Good, who will take a cut, I'm sure. So that's coming up in April. The Keystone Chapter, my chapter, is having their second SIP Saver support at Landmark Americana on Market Street on the 28th of April. And again, we'll have more information as those things get closer, but that's the 28th of April, so well into the future. The Greater Philly fundraiser is coming up. And again, I will start putting links next week on the 1-year anniversary of Federation Focus. Can you believe it? It's been a year. Now, there's a few other things that I want to talk about, and I'm going to sound like I'm nagging, but if you are a college student, you have until the end of March 31st. There is a link down below where you can apply for a scholarship. The scholarships are now worth $10,000. Why wouldn't you try for that? All they could say is, nope, not this year. Try. I know a few people who have tried more than once and didn't get it the first time, but they did get it eventually. So if you've applied in the past and you're still in school, or if you've never applied but you're in school, go for it. Apply for a scholarship. nfb.org/scholarships. Just do it. And maybe you're coming up to your spring break, so you have a little bit of extra time. Get it done. It's got to be in by March 31st. Now, one of the things that you need to be, besides in college next school year, you've got to be 18 years old by July 3rd. Because if you are a scholarship finalist, you get to go to the NFB National Convention this year in Austin, Texas, from the 3rd of July to the 8th of July. Information is down below. Make your hotel reservations if you are just interested in going. But if you are applying for the scholarship, as long as you're 18 by the 3rd of July this year, and you're going to be attending college or some graduate degree for the 26-27 school year, get your scholarship applications in so you can both win a trip to Austin and $10,000. Why don't you want that? Do it right now. Go and fill that out. Get it done. And either way, hopefully I see you in Austin from the 3rd through the 8th of July. One more thing about scholarships. If you have never been to a national convention but would love to go, there is something called the Jernigan First-Time Scholarship for National Convention. Links are down below, but I'm going to tell you, nfbofpa.org/Jernigan, Jernigan. Fill out the form, and hopefully you will win some money to go to Austin. You will be amazed at how it changes you. Trust me. But we would love to see you in Austin from the 3rd to the 8th of July. And remember, you want to get there on the 2nd so you don't miss anything. And you want to leave on the 9th because you definitely don't want to miss the banquet. So again, July 3rd through July 8th, Austin, Texas. One last thing to tell you about. Episode 151 of White Canes Connect dropped today. In episode 151, I speak to Kaylee Brendel about an organization that she has founded called Judy's League. And Judy's League is a cross-disability advocacy organization, primarily fighting challenges to Section 504 of the Rehab Act of 1973. Kaylee talks about that. She talks about the lawsuit Texas versus Kennedy. And she also tells us about her future plans. I wonder if she's applied for the scholarship because she's going to law school next year. Hopefully she did. So listen to episode 151 with Kaylee Brendel, and in the show notes of episode 151 is a link to Kaylee's song, Who Are We NFB? If you've been to Washington Seminar, a national convention, you've heard it. It's available on Spotify and a laundry list of other streaming music sites. But in the show notes of White Canes Connect episode 151, it is a direct link to the Spotify page of the song. So go check it out. Links to the episode on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and whitecanesconnect.com are in the description of this video. And of course, will go out in the email. That is all I have for you this week for Federation Focus. It's the week of March 9th, 2026. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. For now, let's go out and build the National Federation of the Blind of Pennsylvania. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll talk to you next week.